My name is Julia Ryan, and I give Dr. Watt permission to use this video.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so we're going to go through a little bit. Julia came to us actually in 2011, and she finished up care. I think you did 6 months or 4 months. It's been a while since she finished care in 2012. We are now in March of 2014. She's been doing a job where she's traveling the world all the time, so we haven't seen her very much lately. Just stop in periodically. She had a late flight today, so she was able to come in, so I appreciate that. But I wanted to just kind of go through her case with her, because it's been 2.5 years since she really did our program, and doing really well still. So I'm just going to kind of go back to the basics. How did you hear about our office?
I was reading a book, actually, Why Do I Still Have Thyroid Symptoms? And,
okay. Dr. Krosian.
Yep, exactly. And I realized that I loved the concepts and the ideas, but I realized that I needed somebody to help me get through the program, to do what I wanted to do. I'd been diagnosed with Hashimoto's about 20 years ago now, and was looking for something other than the Synthroid. So a friend had seen an ad for one of your seminars, and
okay, I've forgotten that's how you heard about you. You're reading that book. Okay, so what did you think of the seminar, the workshop?
I really liked the workshop. It actually gave me a lot of perspective. One of the things that I realized was that while I had some things that I was dealing with, it was by no means the worst case scenario, which is always kind of nice to realize. But I got a lot of the basic information, and then decided that I thought the program would really work for me and that I could do it, and decided to pursue it further.
Okay, so at this time she was actually working in Park City, so we'd catch her, but with that travel and everything, she was still able to come in and do our program. What was the reason that made you start care? Was there anything specific that made you say, okay, yes, I'm going to do this?
I was tired a lot. I had been trying to lose, you put on a little weight here, a little weight there. I've been trying to lose that for a long time. And I think that plays into just how you feel about yourself and your self-esteem. And I had a really stressful job, and my body was just completely overtaxed.
Okay, and that's what happens. And if it's overtaxed already, then with all the other issues you're having, it just compounds that. All right, so when you started care, what were some of the biggest life changers that you had to kind of adapt, or you had to do? I guess in the program, what were some of the things that were maybe the things that you had to do to kind of change?
The biggest thing for me was number one, in doing the testing, discovered that I had a gluten sensitivity. So although I do cheat still occasionally, I pretty much have pulled gluten out of my diet. I feel much better about that. I just changed it. I changed the way I ate. I changed the way that I became more cognizant of what my body was telling me, and cut back on the sugars and a lot of the processed foods. Really paid attention to my sleep habits and exercise. Overall, I feel much better. And
a lot of those things were incorporated with what we did in terms of the testing. We did the adrenal stuff. We did the thyroid stuff. All right. What were the biggest results that you saw from doing the program?
I have a lot more energy. And
this is now, she's still talking, this is 2.5 years after.
Yeah, absolutely. This is, the whole process is, it's really a lifestyle change. And if you can make those changes, and I'm not saying it's easy in the beginning, it can be a real challenge, particularly when you're going through the testing and and changing up everything that you're eating. It's hard. But it's definitely worth it. But it's a lifestyle change, and I feel much better. I have far more energy. I took off 20 pounds. I'm about to tackle taking off another 20, and a little hard while I'm on the road, but I now have the tools to do that, and definitely was worth it for me.
Okay, so we are talking about the lifestyle questions. when people are, because you were out there searching for stuff to do, so there's always people out there searching, so they're watching this video going, how do I know whether that's the place for me? What were some of the positive things you had about our office that you would be able to recommend us for something?
There was no pressure. You gave me the information and then let me make the decision. There was no pressure to do it initially, and you really worked with me to make the changes, always checking in, seeing what was working and what wasn't, what were my challenges. Everybody here has always been really nice, accommodating, and knowledgeable about what it is, because you can only get so much from books. You have to get that feedback, and I think that that's really important.
Okay, so since you stopped the program, since you finished the program, it's been 2.5 years, and we're just laughing about it because we've actually only seen her 4 times in the last 2 years, because she got a new job and now she travels throughout the whole week. She's gone all throughout the whole week, so we haven't seen her very often. And I think the coolest thing is she's still doing really well and really trying to stay with what we've done, and that's allowed you to stay healthy.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the biggest thing, is it allows you to stay healthy. Because once you start making lifestyle changes, they are just that. They are the lifestyle changes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to say before we let you go?
No. I just, besides the fact that I feel so much better, I have so much more energy, I love coming in for an adjustment. And that's why I'm here.
Oh, and we didn't ask about that. So when you were coming in, we were doing a lot of neurological work.
Yeah.
Any comments on that we did with you?
I think that my brains are working a little better, a little more in balance.
There we go. All right. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it, and we love you as a patient. Thank you.